3 signs you're just someone's backup plan, and how I learned too late. You ever realize you were never the first choice? That no matter how much you gave, you were just there, keeping the spot warm until something better came along? Yeah, that was me. For almost 3 years. And I only figured it out when it was way too late. I'm 27 now. This started when I was 23. I thought I'd found the guy. You know, the one you imagine introducing to your parents, the one you think you'll grow old with. Let's just call him M. We met at a friend's dinner party. He was charming in that effortless way that makes you feel like the only person in the room. He laughed at my jokes, asked me questions no one ever bothered to ask. He walked me home that night, and when he texted me the next day, I swear my heart almost burst. From the beginning, I was hooked. Here's where the signs come in. Sign 1. They only choose you when they have no better options. At first, I told myself he was just busy. He had a demanding job, a lot of friends, a crazy schedule. But little things piled up. He'd cancel plans last minute because something came up. He'd disappear for a week, then suddenly text me, "Hey stranger, wanna hang out?" And like a fool, I'd say yes. I remember planning this whole weekend once. Brunch, a hike, his favorite coffee place. I even bought a new dress. He showed up 3 hours late, barely looked at me, and casually mentioned he'd been hanging with his buddies. No apology, nothing. But when he smiled at me, I convinced myself it didn't matter. That's what you do when you're desperate to be chosen. Sign 2. You're a secret. We dated for a year before I met a single one of his friends. His excuse? They're rowdy, they'll embarrass me. I don't want them to scare you off. But the truth? I wasn't someone he wanted to show off. He never posted me online. His Instagram looked like he was single. Parties, vacations, nights out, but no trace of me. I remember joking once, "When do I get my couple goals post?" He laughed and said, "Why do you care what people think? Don't be one of those girls." I laughed too. But inside, I felt invisible. Sign 3. They give you just enough to stay, but never enough to feel secure. That's the cruelest one. Whenever I pulled away, whenever I thought, "That's it, I can't do this anymore," he'd suddenly flip. He'd send sweet texts, show up at my door with flowers, whisper, "I don't want to lose you." And like an idiot, I'd melt. I'd come running back. It was a cycle, hot and cold, push and pull. And I mistook that chaos for passion. The breaking point came at his best friend's engagement party. It was the first time he officially brought me as his girlfriend. I thought, finally, this is real. But then I saw the way he looked at someone else, his ex. I'll never forget it. The way his whole face softened when she walked in, how he leaned in when she spoke, how his eyes followed her across the room, and in that moment, it all clicked. I wasn't plan A, I was plan B, maybe even plan C. I was the placeholder until she gave him another chance. That night, I confronted him. My voice was shaking, my heart pounding, but I asked, "Was I ever your first choice?" He didn't deny it. He just sighed and said, "You're amazing, but you're safe. You were always safe." Do you know how much it hurts to hear that? That you were never loved for who you are, just used because you were comfortable, reliable, easy? The fallout was brutal. I left, but I didn't feel strong. I felt broken. For weeks I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. I kept replaying everything in my head. Every red flag I ignored. Every moment I convinced myself I was special. And the worst part? I hated myself for still missing him. Because being someone's backup plan doesn't just break your heart. It breaks your self-worth. If you've made it this far, I really want to know, have you ever realized you were just someone's safe option? How did you handle it? Because honestly, I wish someone had shaken me awake years earlier. It took me months to rebuild. Therapy, journaling, leaning on friends who actually loved me. And slowly, I learned to be okay with being alone. To believe that being single was better than being someone's safe bet. Here's the twist, though. A few months ago, guess who texted me? Hey, I've been thinking about you. Can we catch up? For a split second, that old part of me, the girl who wanted so badly to be chosen, almost answered. But then I saw it clearly. His girlfriend had just broken up with him. He was circling back. And for the first time in years, I didn't feel weak. I didn't feel desperate. I just felt done. I didn't respond, not even with a hi. Because maybe I was his backup plan once, but I refused to play that role ever again. By the way, if you're still watching this, hit that like button, not for me, but so maybe someone else out there sees the signs before it's too late. That's my confession. 3 years as someone's placeholder. 3 signs I ignored until they shattered me. And one decision I'll never regret. Walking away, even if it took me way too long. Because here's the truth. If someone makes you feel like a secret, like an option, like a backup, they don't love you. They just love having you around. And that's not love worth keeping.